Brittany Force is a two-time NHRA Top Fuel World Champion.
Yeah, just this past weekend, Brittany Force became only the fourth woman in NHRA professional drag racing history to win multiple world championships. Brittany and her trophy are here, and we're talking everything from being a role model to following in the footsteps of her legendary father, John Force. But we have to talk about this trophy first. I mean, it's amazing.
Thank
and you
you.
came in here really getting a workout just carrying it. It's a big, heavy trophy.
Thank you. We did. It was an outstanding weekend. You know, we've been chasing this #1 spot all season long. I got a great team around me with Monster Energy Flavor Pack. All our guys. It takes 10 things to make this thing work. And we locked it up in Pomona at my home track. The finals, the last race of the season. We got the job done. We get that #1 on our car, and we got the championship trophy.
It's very cool. And I know that I was reading you actually started racing back in 2013. I mean, I know that you come from a family of racers, your dad, you've got some sisters as well. How much pressure is there when you've got the name Force? I mean, the word itself, Force, but then your dad, John Force, and just being in this family. How much pressure?
It's not really pressure. I'm so lucky that I have so much support around me. Pressure comes in from every single angle. Sponsors, competition, who you're lining up next to, what's on the line, a championship. But when it comes to my family, they're my biggest supporters. They're out there every single weekend with me. My dad still competes in a different class. He competes in funny car. So I go to him all the time for advice, or when I need a pep talk, or when we've had a bad day, how do you pull yourself out of it? So I always go to him. I go to my sisters. They used to drive as well. Really, it's just it's extra support around me.
Was there any ever question that you would actually race? I mean, was that always your dream, or were you thinking, well, maybe I'll do something else?
I actually went to school to be a teacher. I got my teaching credential, and at the time I was driving in the sportsman division, so we don't go 330 miles per hour. We go, I was driving A Fuel and Super Comp, so I did that for about 6 years, and then the opportunity came along to jump into a top fuel car and just get a license. And when I did, I made my first full pass in Las Vegas, fell in love with it, knew that was the direction I was going.
I always wonder when you talk to somebody who drives fast for a living, when you get out on the 101, what are you doing? Are you sticking to the speed limit, or are you speeding?
Coming out here today, there was traffic, so a whole different story. But no, it's completely different. When I'm strapped in that car, I wear about 25 pounds of gear. I have a 7-point lap harness on me, so I'm pulled down as tight as I could go. And yes, 330 miles per hour, it's a lot. It's less than 4 seconds down a 1,000-foot drag strip. It's about 6 Gs within the first second and negative Gs once we throw the parachutes. So it's a lot. It's 11,000 horsepower. There's nothing like it. You can't compare it to anything. But no, it's not like being out here on the 91.
Not at all. And what advice do you have for young girls who are maybe thinking that this is what they want to do?
That's one of the great things about my job is I have all these kids that come up to me, you know, at the end of the day, and they want an autograph or a picture, and they tell me they want to be a race car driver because of me. So to me, that's a win in itself. Yeah. But really, if I could, you know, inspire younger generation to step outside their comfort zone, push for what they really want. If that's their dream, then I'd say do it. You know, push yourself, do it, and you know, I'm here. I did it today. I accomplished it. It's a lot of hard work, but if that's your dream, chase it down.
Do you feel like things have changed over the last few years, even from when you started to now? That things are a little more open to women?
Oh, absolutely. I grew up in the sport watching my dad from the stands with my sisters, and there was only maybe 2 females out there, and we were rooting for them because they were in the pink car, and that's the one we were looking at. And now today, I compete against 2 other females in my category. Yes, it's mostly men, but there's a mix of us out there. The Pro Stock Erica Enders, she just won a championship this year, we both did this year, so that was pretty cool. And then the sportsman division, there's a ton of females, so it really is growing. Females are coming into it, and not only just driving the cars, but working on the cars as well. They're part of the crew.
And you can't help but notice on the trophy, you've got a man standing there. When are we going to have some trophies with the women?
I never thought of it that way. No, that's how our trophies always looked.
Yes.
It's Wally Parks, so it's a trophy that has history behind it.
Is there history behind that ring?
Yes, so this is my first championship ring in 2017.
I don't know if we can show it to the camera or not, but it is beautiful. Let's look at there. Let me get out of the way so you can see it here. Just gorgeous. And you got this for?
2017, we won the championship. Again, locked it up in Pomona. It was the second round. And now we'll be getting a new one in another month or something. So I'm excited. The boys and I are talking about it. We're excited to see what our champ ring looks like.
Well, Congratulations. Thanks so much for making time for us.
Thank
And of
you.
course, you can find more information about Brittany Force and the NHRA by going to our website, KCAL9.com, and clicking Seen on TV.